Hello, boys and girls. It's your favorite grandma. I'm here today for story time. Today, we're going to read a story about Allaina and the Great Play. This is a good book. Grandma only brings you books to make you feel good. Remember that, okay? But of course, I must talk about my book first. The Zuri Princesses. This is a coloring and activity book. Oh, it's so much fun. And it's so much good information inside of it. The Zuri Princesses are on the back also with their mask on, telling you to remember to wear your mask and stay 6 feet apart. Go to Amazon.com and ask any grown-up in your family to purchase this book for you. Zuri Princesses. And that will make Grandma so happy. Thank you. Okay, Allaina, the Great Play. That morning, when I felt myself waking up, I wasn't a bit happy about it. I wanted to sleep some more. Not yet, I said to myself, and I kept my eyes closed. You know you do that sometimes. It's time to get up, but you're not ready to get up. She's sleeping so peacefully. Doesn't she look pretty? But then I heard my mom coming up the stairs, singing the song she made up about me. Allaina, my beautiful Allaina. And I knew that sleep time was over. Mom came into the room and kissed my forehead and patted my shoulder. Time to get up, she said. I said, oh no. Yes, Mom said. What a way to wake up. A big kiss from your mom on the forehead. That is so sweet. When she went out of the room, I pushed my face deep into the pillow for a minute before I opened my eyes and sat up. I thought about my mom's word. Time to get up. And they made me laugh. Mom said those same words every morning. And they never sounded funny to me before. But today, I laughed and stood up on the bed and I jumped as high as I could. I am up, I said, laughing kind of loud. I'm way up in the air. Oh, she's jumping up in her bed. She's way up. Then I remembered what day it was and what was going to happen at school. The second graders play. Even though I'm only in kindergarten, I was going to make a speech at the end. It was a little speech, 5 little words, but I couldn't wait to say them. I hurried and took my bath, and I hurried and put on my new jeans and t-shirt, and I ate my breakfast and I brushed my teeth extra fast. Boy, they have some good illustrators. She looks so real brushing her teeth. On the way to school, I wanted Mom to walk faster. We had to hurry up. Mom, I said, the play. The play is not until this afternoon, Mom said. Why don't you practice your speech while you're walking? Okay, here's my speech, I said. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. That was great, Allaina, Mom said. It was, I said. Was it really, really, really great? Yes, stupendous. I like to say that word. My dad says that about me all the time. Absolutely, Mom says. She and Dad couldn't get off from work to see the play, but I could tell him all about it when I got home. Her dad is so sweet. Pulling her up in the air, pushing her up in the air and playing with her like an airplane. When Mom and I got to my classroom door, she waved goodbye to me and to my teacher. I'll be back to see the play, she said. In our class, Mr. Hill read a story to us and asked us questions about it. Then we played a game, but I wasn't really listening to any of that. I was listening to my speech going around and around in my head. After lunch, Miss Wheeler came to take me to the room behind the stage. On the way, I said, do you want to hear me say my speech? I didn't wait for her to answer. I said, thank you for coming. Goodbye. Very good, Allaina, Miss Wheeler said. In the room, the second grade kids were ready to start the play. They were already dressed like college kids. They had on jeans and t-shirts with big letters on front. And the girls had on lipstick and long earrings. They all went out on the stage carrying books and backpacks. And then Miss Wheeler opened the curtains. Oh my goodness, the play is about to start. I stood right behind the curtains so I could watch the play in the audience too. But the people in the audience couldn't see me. The kids on the stage started laughing and talking, acting like they were happy college friends. They teased each other and told jokes. The audience was laughing too, and so was I. But I put my hand over my mouth so nobody could hear me. Standing behind the curtain at the play. Then the friends had a big argument. They were all mad at each other, and they were yelling and saying mean things. I wanted them to stop because they looked like they were mad for real. Not like when I saw them practice. Then they were sad because they missed each other and one girl was crying. It made me sad, and I could tell that the audience was sad too because they got really, really quiet. They're fussing at each other. That's part of the play, though.
Bundling home and car insurance with Geico is so easy, your neighbors are probably already doing it. But you, look for the signs. Do they have a home in their car? Are they saving lots of money? Do they seem unusually happy? Do they have a child named Geico?
Then after a while, the friends stopped being mad and they were happy again. They were so happy that they had a party. They played music and danced, and they were still dancing while Miss Wheeler closed the curtains. Really, really slow. And the play was over. I wanted to be at that party. I was so happy as they were because they liked each other again. The curtains opened again and the kids bowed. And the audience stood up and clapped and clapped and clapped. Standing ovation. That's what that was. The audience loved the play, so they stood up and clapped. That's what we call a standing ovation. Then Miss Wheeler waved me out on the stage to say my speech. But when I opened my mouth, the right words didn't come out. I was too excited to say that little speech. It wasn't good enough for that great play. So I lifted my arms up high and I spread them wide and I said really loud, "Wasn't that great? Wasn't it stupendous? What about those jokes and that yelling and that crying and that dancing?" And I saw Miss Wheeler behind the curtains waving at me to come off the stage. But she didn't look mad. She looked a little tickled and a little bit serious at the same time. So I couldn't make myself behave. She got on the stage and did not say her speech. She was so excited. She just told the audience how she felt about the play. She thought it was super good. Stupendous. The audience was clapping again, and I could tell that this time they were clapping for me. And then I got really excited. I didn't know what to do next. I did a somersault and another one and another one. When I stood up, I saw the curtains closing. So I ran to the curtains and stuck my head out. And I said in my loudest voice, "Thank you for coming. Goodbye." After the curtains were closed all the way, Miss Wheeler hugged us all and told us how good we were. When she hugged me, she laughed and shook her head and hugged me again. She was so excited. She started doing somersaults. What the heck? All she was supposed to do is say thank you for coming. But the audience loved her. She got so excited. On the way home, my mom put her arm around my shoulder. I was hoping the other kids on the way home weren't paying any attention to us and thinking that she was treating me like a baby. I wanted Mom to move her arm away. But at the same time, I didn't want her to move it because it made me happy. Oh. They're walking home from the play. So many happy things happened that day. Started with my being way up in the air. I was thinking that every day should start just like that. But then I remember Mom's look, and I told myself that no, I better leave that part out. But the one thing I couldn't leave out was the play. Because watching that great play was the best thing of all. And she had a wonderful day. The wonderful play just topped it off. Allaina, written by Eloise Greenfield, illustrated by Colin Bootman. This was one great book about a little girl who she fell in love with live art. She fell in love with audience. She fell in love with the play. She didn't know that live plays could be so much fun. And it really can. That is a form of art. And I'm telling you something about art. Grandma's an artist, and I'll tell you, that's one thing that can make you happy. Any form of art. And Allaina had a good time at the play. Oh, wasn't this a wonderful story? Allaina and the great play. Yes, yes, yes. Now, Grandma wants to tell you, I wrote a play too. It's called Sweet Potato Pie. So I know how much fun it is. It can be to be in a real live play. Yes, Grandma's an artist too. And I'm having so much fun reading to you because you know what? It makes me happy because you are learning about different books and Grandma's learning how to spread this love that I have from me to you through the books. Okay? So Grandma's going to see you next time. It's story time with your favorite Grandma Sandi. And remember, and don't you ever forget, Grandma loves you. See you next time. Story time with your favorite Grandma Sandi.